Just east of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge lies a lush little island known as Azores Flores. When translated from Portuguese, it's easy to understand the meaning behind this name, Flower Island. This fairy tale-like haven sprouted out from a submarine volcano, just like her 8 sisters that together make up the archipelago of the Azores. Sitting in the North Atlantic for millions of years, the rough open ocean has manipulated and morphed her coasts into some of the most dramatic landscapes you can imagine. With 7 interior lakes, countless waterfalls, and several microclimates, Flores is most definitely a nature wonderland. Since first appearing on the charts in the mid-14th century, Flores has played a role in the lives of many seafarers, whether it be the first sailors, explorers, pirates, naval forces, or even the modern-day cruiser passing through. But it would be the Flemish and Portuguese immigrants that made the island their home as farmers, whalers, and fishermen. Because of its isolated location, over 1,000 miles away from her mother country of Portugal, much of the culture has been preserved in time, untouched by the influence of the outside world. These are the facts that we had read while making the 13-day sail from Bermuda. But nothing could have prepared us for how special of a place Flores would prove to be.
This is the story of Delos, a sailboat that's been cruising around the world for over a decade. I jumped on board 10 years ago, not knowing that one day I'd be stepping up as captain, with my girlfriend and first mate by my side. Over 50 crew have called Delos home, and that tradition of sharing the adventure continues this season as we write the next chapter of the Delos story during a lap around the North Atlantic Ocean. If you enjoy Delos videos, please hit subscribe. It's a fast and free way to keep our journey going. After being at the dock for a few days, it was time for our first filming mission. When we arrived in Flores, we were met by Felipe, a local pilot boat captain who was incredibly welcoming and helpful.
Just call Felipe and everybody knows it's a small place, yeah.
After we got settled in, he brought over a map of the island, and the scheming began. His idea? To show us the entire island by sea. And we're just gonna go, I think we're gonna try and go around the whole island of Flores, which is insane. And it's a little bit cloudy, but it adds to the mystery of the island.
Look at our ride for the day.
Hello, good morning. The plan for today is make a around the island tour and to see some spots that we can dive, and then for your anchorage.
Everyone have fins?
Yeah.
Everyone have masks?
Yeah.
Wetsuits?
Yeah.
I think we're good.
only experience I could say that would explain waking up in a place like this would be the times where I've like gone camping and woken up in the middle of a forest in like with no camping grounds, just wild. But being able to do it on the ocean is like another level of exploring. So it makes me appreciate sailing a lot, just being able to like explore the coast like this. Yeah.
Massive cave right there.
It's so beautiful in here. It's crazy, like the mist and the steam that's sitting on the water. Wow, it goes far.
That is insane. The back of the cave has like an inlet that's coming out, and there's water swell coming through from the other side, and you can feel the pressure on your ears. That's so cool. It doesn't look this big from the outside. This place is insane, man. So many massive caves. I want to live in one.
Look all the way in. It's like a big snake. It's insane. So cool to see the big it's like a big waterfall that's completely changed. Wow. Coming down the outside, and then it goes right in here, and then you can see it kind of made this little rock here.
Oh, look at that.
What are you gonna do, Brady?
I'm gonna get some, fill up my water bottle here. Yeah, we're good.
Maybe just take
I got more on my body than on my As we continued our mission around the island, we came across a huge entanglement of Portuguese man-o-war.
We've been fussing whenever we've seen like one jelly. We've just found them all tangled up.
Easy.
Easy! They're so beautiful, but terrifying. If you fell in there, what would happen?
I don't know, man. Oh, that would be painful.
You'd probably go into shock, man. I mean, maybe somebody might survive if they're not. That's a lot of poison. Like, these things are deadly. And there's like thousands and thousands of them. I don't think you'd live.
Oh, they're really squishy.
No squeegee! Whoa.
You can try.
The turtles eat this.
Yeah.
Turtles eat these?
Yeah. You want to take it to Delos?
No, it's okay.
We are reaching the westernmost point of Europe, the Monchique Islet.
That's the most western land of all of Europe.
Yes.
To be honest with you, it's just a rock. It's just a big rock in the ocean. It's pretty cool looking, but I mean, that's it. That is the most western point of Europe.
It is crazy. It's like a big square.
It's just a big square.
Imagine building a house on it and you'd be the westernmost
European
house
guy
in
ever.
Europe.
Wow.
I'm about to touch it.
Whoa. Whoa, no.
Yeah.
Da da da. Da da da.
He just told us a story about a tourist he brought out here to.
Who did that?
Who did that? He came all the way out here and he touched it and just went nuts.
I did it! I can go home! That's not the shape we first thought it was.
No. It's crazy. It's like a big square. I thought it was a big square.
It was a big square, but nope.
Imagine how big the waves need to be to cross over that thing.
In the winter, it's usual the waves pass all through the islet.
Over the top of the whole
Yes,
thing.
yes. You can see it from land. Sometimes you cannot see the islet. You only see the white part of the wave. Yeah.
Sean, what's it like to see this by water instead of land?
Man, it's so different seeing it close up from by the water, because you get a perspective of it. Once again, you start scaling the island to our human bodies, which are so small compared to this big ass island. It's rugged, it's raw, it's real.
This place is incredible, man. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. This coast is so cool, and we're so lucky to be able to get to explore it by boat all the way around. Get to see the coastline from this point of view, it makes you appreciate the power of the sea even more. Because you see how the erosion works, and you see like the fruit of the waves.
Flores is a tiny spot in the middle of the ocean. You have a great quality of life, and life here goes slower and very simple. We have more wildness, I think, and less things destroyed by man. It's a good place to live.
When you see an island from the outside when there's barely any houses on it, it's really rare. You never see the coastline like that. Usually there's cities and houses everywhere. And so to see it like this kind of throws you back in time and makes you understand how you're basically in a place which hasn't changed that much in millions of years. The last eruption on the island to form it was 10,000 years ago.
If you had to sum up Flores in 2 words, what would they be?
Inviting. Mystical. Inviting mysticality.
Raw in every sense of the word. Maybe I should say organic instead of raw. Vegan, raw, organic, vegan.
That's 3.
I'm just kidding. I would say raw and comforting.
I will say
M and E. Okay. Thank you.
M and E. No, wait, okay. Exuberant. Exuberant of greenness, of lush, and raw. It's awesome to mission around and find so many places that is still untouched, or like mostly just going by water around the whole coast, and it's like still raw and like untouched, and that is so beautiful and awesome to see how nature is still ruling. Yeah, and it's beautiful, so beautiful.
Woke up this morning to the water pump going off and making a crazy sound. It wouldn't turn off, and then there's water splashing everywhere in the head. Look at this pipe.
Wow. Do we have the parts that we need to fix it, or do we need to go to...
I don't know until I get it all the way off. The first order of business was to fix it. I just used really quick epoxy that dries like steel and filled it just as like a worst case scenario, but in the meantime I went to the hardware store, walked right in, and they had the exact same thing. Normally this stuff is so hard to find because it's a European boat, but now that we're in Portugal, right on the shelf, generic size, everything.
Insane.
So now I just gotta put the new one in, turn the water back on, throw this thing away. The new hose is in. Can you just turn the water on for me and see if there's a leak?
Yep. Okay, it's on!
It looks good to me. Nothing that should be leaking is leaking.
Cool.
Nothing that shouldn't. It's good.
That's so awesome that we can just rock up in that shop and get the right fitting part instead of...
Otherwise, it's such a bitch.
Hey!
I know, I know.
The second one.
I know. Sorry, sacrifice.
Our worst fear of being at the dock.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of roaches here in Flores running around. And I just opened this cabinet and happened to see one.
Was it in the top up there?
It was in the top, yep. He's back in that plastic, and I don't want to go reaching in there to grab him. Can you give me the vacuum cleaner?
Get him, Brady. See if you caught him. Oh, I guess he was. Is he in there?
Yep.
He is. Oh, it's a big ass roach. Ew.
We need to spread borax all over the place, and we need to get roach traps.
How do we think they got on?
I have no idea, man. They had to came down the dock lines. None of the shops have roach traps, but the local agricultural store that has like fertilizers and stuff like that had this powder. And then I did a Google Translate, and it's pretty nasty stuff. Like if you breathe a lot of it in, you can have like respiratory problems. You shouldn't be on any food. It's harmful to aquatic organisms and maybe harmful to animals, including humans. Use gloves that are not environmentally friendly.
What?
Yeah. So we're gonna not put this on everything, but use it like on the lines and maybe in the floorboards, places where we won't be touching very often.
So today we're going to take out all the cupboards, empty out everything. If we found more, then yeah, probably fumigate the boat. Going to be searching for these buggers, these critters, and their eggs.
After getting some boat work out of the way, it was time for another adventure. Our new friend here, Felipe, gave us a car to use because he had a spare car. So we've got some wheels, man. and we're gonna go for a cruise up to Santa Cruz. We're down here at the port, and we're going to drive here, where the main kind of town is. And then, I don't know, maybe go for a walk, fly the drone a little bit, just explore.
The Azores have some pretty extreme and unique weather conditions. Flores, being the westernmost island in the group, is consumed on a regular basis by big low pressure systems crossing the North Atlantic Ocean. These systems make it almost impossible to safely anchor outside of the harbor for more than a day or two. Because of this, we've decided to keep Delos safely in the harbor and explore by land.
When you go driving here, you have to pull over every 10 minutes, 5 minutes or so, because everything's so beautiful. So we just pulled over to get a picture of this pretty church right here.
What's happening, bro? Oh, good. We're busy touring around Flores in a pumpwagen. It's pretty cool. Conditions probably gusting up to like 40 knots, getting these crazy catabatics pushing over from the top of the hills, which is mad, and this crazy storm behind us busy building.
If you're wondering what katabatic winds are, it's the technical name for drainage wind, a wind that carries high-density air from a high elevation down a slope or valley under the force of gravity or temperature inversions.
You can zoom in down there, we got a little wind eddy going on, little water tornado. It's very cool. Yeah, we're just watching all this katabatic wind busy going down these valleys and hitting the ocean.
Katabatic winds can sometimes be 2 or 3 times the strength of the surrounding average wind speed. Something you really don't want to have in an anchorage. Knowing that Delos was safe in the harbor, it was captivating to see these conditions firsthand.
And it's just such a different perspective seeing it from up above as on seawater. When you're watching that wind hit you or come from a different angle on the boat, it's amazing what patterns nature makes. It's beautiful.
I don't think I've ever been in any place like this before. Normally you'd be at anchor like watching to make sure we didn't drag or make sure that everything was okay, and Delos is at the dock pretty protected, so you can actually go around and explore and see these crazy winds. It's blowing out there, man.
Yeah.
It's blowing solid 35s, 40s.
I'd say the closest I could compare it to looks a little bit like Hawaii. Dramatic, straight onto the ocean, rockier, harsher, colder. I love it.
Only seen it in Jurassic Park. Well, there's a dragonfly right on cue. No, I've never been anywhere like this. And the thing is, like, you get bits of this in different places, but the whole island is like this. Absolutely every single section is like mind-blowingly beautiful.
No, not islands this tall, that's for sure. Just the scale of it is mind-blowing compared to seeing like islands in the Caribbean, or it's just dramatic.
So we have 2 options. We can keep going this way, and it goes down to that point, and there might be a dirt road that goes all the way that way, and there's like a lighthouse out on the northwest point, and then from there to get back looks like a dirt road through the mountains.
Cool, man.
All right, do it. Go on an adventure.
The beauty of Flores lay in its microclimates. Within just 700 meters of elevation, it felt like we landed on a different planet.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's the thickest misty fog. It's like being in rain.
Really, yeah, like really light rain. Yeah, and it's cold and windy. And spooky.
It's a ghost town. Yeah, I'd hate to get lost up in this in the mountains. You wouldn't know where you are, where you're going. If you don't have a compass, I think you better start looking for moss to point south, because I don't think you're going to find your way around.
This moss is pointing west.
Home. Yeah, this moss is pointing west. So.
Man, I'm out of options. Is that south or west?
I feel like I'm going to become a rally car driver when this whole sailing thing ends. I'm actually really glad we did this now, because then when we come back and it's super clear and you can see the whole island, you'll have perspective over what we're like 1,000 meters high in a cloud, about to drop off the edge of the earth.
Whoa.
What mouse man is that?
Oh, look the color of that.
Go home.
Cow.
Wait for me.
What are you doing, baby brother?
Getting shots.
You got the shot?
Got the shot.
What are you
It
thinking
took
right now?
the forest took my shoes.
Did it?
I put my foot in it and it went.
You're bleeding, son.
Yeah, I'm bleeding.
I've been hearing about all this comfiness. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. Nature's bed. It sinks down like that far, like memory foam.
What were you saying?
I was just saying that, you know, a place is cool when you don't even have to plan anything. You can just get in a car and drive around and stop every 10 or 15 minutes and find something fun to do or something cool to shoot or something to occupy yourself with. It's a good sign of a place. Thank you, Felipe, for giving us this car. You made this ridiculous, weird day possible.
So we've been in the clouds for so long, and we're about to pop through it. It's so different because we've been able to see like just the front of the car for the past couple hours. It's such a crazy cool day, just so unplanned.
That was a solid day, guys.
Yeah. Can I get my cup?
This is why we sail places.
That's a fun fucking.
That's exactly why we sail places.
Next up on Delos, Felipe shows us what he does for work. We leave the harbor and find an anchorage and take part in a true sailor's tradition.
Okay, go ahead.
Bushmaster out there, my crewman. Come on and buy some of our stuff. Buy him a beer. Doesn't he look thirsty? Come on, we got shirts, we got mugs, we got it all. Come aboard.
Yeah. What's it like?
Many days they have to stop.
Give us a personality, some
Say something.
Say something, anything.
I like the cliffs.
As we see, the cliffs here have been formed over many years. They represent the passing of time.
Why did your Frenchman have a lisp?
That's my input.
Let me see your surfing dance.
My surfing dance?
Yeah.
Oh wait, ready? oh wait, yeah.
That boy's got strong legs.
What do you think,
If I
Senor?
tried to do that, my heels would break.
Let me see what is it like.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Let me see.
Snorkeling.
Do this. Say hey now, brown cow.
Hey now, brown cat.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a great cut. Real good.
Business in the front,
Party in the back.
Look at that.
Like it? I like it a lot.